Morning, folks. It's 8:01 a.m. on the 18th day, 5th month, 2023. This is the current situation of what's going on with the geostorm that's about to smack New Zealand. It's been pinned by the EMF down low, causing the flow to mostly bunch this energy here and this band here, which is lightninging up by the coast of New South Wales down here today. But it's not really showing that much in this picture here. But you can see the sunset colors down low there in the upper deck lit differently. These are big tops in the distance. Imagine we're looking south here. Or no, out to sea. Here, this is Sydney Harbor. That's the Opera House, in case people want to know. And that is a boat coming in. Very Art Deco looking columns, isn't it? It doesn't look so nice when you're going into it. It's very rough and girders all cut and stuff. So it looks cooler from the outside, that bridge. See if we can see any other obviousness. There's a big square up here, dividing line and microwave popcorns with boom booms right here. Boom, 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 boom. There's a four cluster there. Those four right there. And our sky's an absolute crime scene today. Go look at the video I put out. Yeah, it's what it looks like when a gas chamber comes to you. And when the Fourth Reich, it calls itself an industrial revolution and gets a bit too industrious on us. And so I'm going to go through now what they say is going to happen. Yeah, I'm pretty much in agreement with this particular graphic for this 24-hour period here. Your main batch is really going to smack hard here in about 32 hours or so, because the wind itself, the main wind band out here, is going to be an issue. As it runs into that fields of microwaves, it really pinned it, really well pinned it. And you can see the microwaves pretty good here on this image here. And if I get toward the end here, you'll see a shot right here. There's a shot here and a shot here. So I'll do the zoom bit and bring that particular frame in, and so you can see the guiding lines of the storm, how it's guiding it in. They hit it right here in the top. That's a shove. The extra here that came out from Blenheim right here, and you see that path out here, it's dissoluting the moisture, scattering it, which is great. I love to see a defensive move of geoengineering. That's a defensive move. It's really guided the storm well. Hitting it right here, it's right in the center, will have two effects. They can drop a cold load right there and it instantly folds into it, or that might be on the low deck with this over the top of it, and then it's heat in the bottom. And that convection will rise up to the top and really will blow that storm right on up. This isn't good for the Japans. Look where it intersects. See this right here? It's bad. It's very bad for the earthquake risk there. That's why I said Tokyo is not looking at very clean earthquake rise. So the swath of the emanations of these beams seems to be coming from up here. I'm not seeing too much coming out from Hawaii, which is always a factor in moving this river south of the equator into this zone here, where Papua has obviously got a station I've never seen, because they keep the island clouded up on maps, so I can't quite see where the devices are. But it's a terrible civil war has been going on here with such abusing bodies. It's a terribleness has been going on through here for a long time, as our oppressors fight over the minerals and the gold. Yeah, so that's not good for their earthquake risk. A bit of a tickle here come out between Fiji and the Samoas. Say, boom, quick nucleation. It's diverting a river. They're going to be bringing a tendril this way. They have to. To cut this, to bring it down, they have to slow that over. So it looks like the dividing line of the moisture has already occurred. And that's going to influence New Zealand here in about a week, as that stuff trickles down. So let's see, are we running? We are running. No comments yet. Right, so this is bad. These winds here that are impacting your shoreline here on the ass end of Auckland, right, Piha Beach and all that through here, is going to be devastating on this coastline. Over here in Clark's Beach, I can pronounce that one. Fatipu. Did I get it right? I'm trying to learn. The W's. The WH is an F. And the W's by themselves the W's. That's a Whakatane right there. How you looking off the coast there? Dark. The darkness. And the chem bomb came in a day. White Island, that thing starts steaming. It's vented. Look at all the square clouds over White Island here. Look at that. It's not naturally occurring. You get some of those rubber ducky floating by, seeing on his nose. Look at it. The whole thing is square. I don't think you get a bored craft here. I think it's forming in the microwave matrix. How many hours ago? 2 hours ago, I should have an image of that. Let me see if I can spec that. I'll go over here and see if we see it. Do we see the squares? 2 hours ago. Let's see here. I told you I was up early. He's up watching your radar at 3 a.m. Yeah, 2 hours ago would be right about here. Right there. We should be seeing a square off the coast here. What do we see here? The King's Crown? Crap. See the loops out here? This is geoengineering. See if we can move that along. Boom! Go to Plume. See the big square? Scalar energy. Big streamer of God only knows what, going in every direction, tendril and knife, and a big V up here. The Vag cloud. Boom, boom, boom! Went the plume off the coast of New Zealand. Toxify in the air. What a fucking shame. You know, there's tendrils over here off the thumb. Yeah, I get my own names for things. Well, if I call it a thumb, I know how it's going to react with moisture. And there's lots of thumbs in the world that do that. And so it helps me with forecast. The drag on a flow going by creates a turbulent flow that creates an eddy to brief low pressure. And it is very predictable. All that chem streaming over Hawke's Bay. Big square of energy down low. See if we could pick up the beam sweat. The see here, folks, just geoengineered. Everything to see here, the all-seeing eye. Boom! That's an explosion. Boom. Plume. Boom, 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 plume, boom, boom, plume, boom, 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 plumes. It's a scam man calling global warming and killing our dreams. Boom, 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 boom. And then I see storms coming, and it's obscene. Boom, 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 boom. And your government pages don't tell you what's coming over. And when you breathe too much, you know your life will be over, Mr. Chemman. Spare me a minute. Boom, 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 boom. Can I have deep blue skies like this one I'm pointing at here? Please. How the hell at night do you sleep when your chem bombs are killing our dreams? Boom, 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 boom. Plum, 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 plum. Boom, 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 plum, boom, 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 boom. It's a scam, man. Now, watch them backfill this tendril to make it look like on the radar you got a good loop coming in. I was seeing this earlier. The continual deployment of the combinations to have a certain look on radar, painting a storm. Just keep bombing into the air. There's 3 more just went there. Boom, and they nucleate. Look at this big cluster bomb right here. Cluster bomb. Cluster bombs. Fuck their mom. Really, man, this is so disgusting. Oh my God, look at the star formation in the center of this. Was like a house home plate and batter up. They've got the club. And it was up to us. And they're throwing the pitch. That's bad. When you get the club and you're throwing a pitch, the game is already decided. This is not a circulation of natural, good-looking toilet flush. It should be a nice toilet flush. And it's not. It looks stopped up with a bunch of shit. And I'm showing you this shit. Look at this here, like laughing face. It's not funny. That's SpongeBob's enemy right there. That's right, Bikini Bottom is getting acetized. And when it finally comes out, he ain't gonna have no square pants left. They'll be all tattered. Poor SpongeBob and Patrick. But hey, if we want to lay on the deck and flop like a bunch of fish, hey, I'm going to pass on that. I'm just going backwards, showing you these bombs. This one sustaining a storm. Keep bombing along, just to keep the chemical catalysts in there that the microwaves can nucleate. At the energy being put by man from devices sold for defense and protection from storms, like telling you where they're going to be or doing far from, and his testicles looks like he's here and he's ejaculating after chem bomb. Serious, man, it look like a bell end. Spurt That's like one of those military lines where they go along and then they just shoot the flares off. Or they call that the angel of death or something. That deployment that's possible. You guys ever look up fireworks by airplanes and see what they can do with the planes? But this is high deck. That's low deck. And a Cessna plane ain't going up here. Drones can, balloons can, military craft can. I suspect they're using a lot of drones because somebody would have had blow the whistle. So do you use drones or, hey, I know some mechanics after they talk to me got phone calls. Yeah, no shit, airline mechanics from Qantas. Yeah, they sent me the blueprints. I wanted to look at the wing area and for where the, after Donna took those pictures of the going up the back of the plane, showing the nozzles. He took pictures of the exact plane and nozzles. He did not convince me that he knew where all the piping went to, not just a vent for the wing strut. I didn't see enough area to hold all the amount of fuel they say anyhow. As I'm looking at this big hazed out square area, you know you've been bombed, you know you've been microwaved, and geoengineering is occurring to make a storm. This is the microwave dividing line that's been holding all that tropical flow off over the top of you so this could crash into it and bring it back over. And so all that's going to come visit you again. Here it comes, the nightmare coming to any street. If you got minerals underneath your house, yeah, you're going to get a meet and greet. Do. We got can-bound junkies booming and pluming around. They got money pox and they're singing, put the mask on in that town. What a bunch of fools. A mandate is not a law. Educate yourself. Look at the dots here. Dat. Dash. Kiss. Kiss Mother Earth's ass for doing this. I'll tell her, from Mother Earth, suck my dick. You're gonna stop doing this shit. Hey, with this day and age, who knows? The one that says, look at the microwave blown out straight line area flow here, almighty angular there. Is we getting anywhere near Newcastle or anything? Or do we have an X-ray busy? That's the entrance. Boy, is it moist. Now that'll be the entrance. Wyangang, Newcastle, Tari, you get a big scalar square. I bet you're irritated, feeling all itchy. And look at that bomb over here between Singleton and Nelson Bay. What a fucking shame. My God, is this a crime scene? I thought it was bad at my house. But you know, we got to clean other people's gardens too, or we're going to smell their shit when the breeze changes. And it's time for the winds of change. And the winds of change blow clean, how toxin-free they'll fly like a distant memory of deep blue chemtrailless skies. Listen to me when I say, if this don't stop, we'll all be dead. Anybody like Scorps? If you don't, what the fuck is wrong with you? Guy running around with forks in his eyes? It's like all of us nowadays, not seeing the truth. Or when you see the truth, you just pick little bits and pieces that are convenient for you. Meanwhile, the Illuminati card game goes on and on and on. Look into that too. Realness is muddy straight lane there. Turning into the Superman. Look at the head here. It's Missile Plick. Yeah, from Legend. From vomitating on your skies. Hey, we got a big square over here. What the fuck is going on? King's Crown. Nullerburr. Boom! Look at that one. See the bomb there? I'm pointing at it. In the microwaves. Sorry, it's not all plasma. You have to have something to nucleate in it. Shoot plasma through a vacuum and got nothing in it. You ain't gonna see no cloud form. You'll see some plasmas sometimes if you add gases. Gases. They're passing gas right over the tops of you guys. So I'm going to let this run for a moment here and show you forecast stations. And you poor folks. I'm going to do a zoom back. Back and back and back. And back and back. See, they could tell you there's going to be a lightning storm there. But have they told you yet in the news? Or are they just milking it for the last minute commercials? Come on, everybody. Order that delivery, you know, that kind of thing. I've already rolled through this part, but I'm going to do it with Oz and some of the tropics showing now, because there's some action that's going to occur up here, and people have loved ones there. And we shall love the place where loved ones are. You never know. The butterfly effect means that you must flap. You must be in the winds of change so that the winds of change can blow clean and toxin free. The big turd of gear comes, big flat edge being shoved toward the north. They obviously got a beam that's going to come up here. Drag it, sweep it right across. You guys got to dodge a bullet because they turn the microwaves on. That's going to be an interesting moment with the winds. Actually, wind about right about here at tomorrow. This is about 28 hours from now, and you'll be full on about 32 hours. You're going to feel the brunt. You'll be absolutely schmackarood here. That's about 11 o'clock in the morning my time. Puts you about lunchtime New Zealand, maybe about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Wow, Piha Beach. Boy, it's going to be rough there. Watch the edges of them cliffs coming down. There's a lot of pounding surf coming on here, and you got a second batch right behind it. You see it? They scattered it across the sea. Hey, this is where most of your water's going to come from for your totals. It's in this long, spread out, incredibly electrical. This is going to be another electrical event that's going to hit you Monday at about 2 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be quite a light show on Monday night or early Monday morning. See, I'm over here. Yeah. And then you have an electrical day that fucks off quick. You're lucky. Boom, bye. And you just got tendrils coming. The next big batch for you, I see, is they're working it up now over here when they work this across. And this is your next big fuck. You know, watching it very, very closely what this island here is going to do to hand it up. There's a huge weather base. It's located right about here where I'm pointing. This whole island here is hard to traverse. It's all tundra. But they made a base here. It's very interesting. It's easy to see. And that island will be watching for its beamings. See if we can pick up anything. Right, they don't know I'm loading this. Let's see if we can catch NASA Worldview before they edit the feed. So I'm going to do that now while I'm live. You do a quick click back. Yes, we are live. So thanks for the updates. It's been pissing down since 5 p.m. says Sarah there. Yeah, it's definitely been persistent at dawn. Right, let's see if we can catch them with their pants down before they edit the feed. Yeah, got him. I got him. Today we'll see clearly. I'm going to start straight up here off your coast. They haven't edited this out yet. Yeah, getcha. Yeah, I'm getting smarter. If I load this ahead of time when I come back to do the video, they've got the lines on it. And sometimes they do it while I'm showing the video. Edit this out so you can't see that square as clearly. Or that 4 dot. It's an obvious chem bomb deployment that we see so often. You see this right here? Boom, 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 boom. Right in the centers. That's screenshotable. Alright, that's a chem bomb. See it streamering? That's what I tried to show you yesterday, but I edited it out before I can get it. Come on, give me clear, give me clear. Every bit of clear I get is a plus right here. Come on, give me the shots. Every one of those little levels of the atmosphere has to load an individual image. And once it does, it goes very clear. Look at this crap. You can see the chemtrail already. You can't miss this. Microwaves with the dots in it are very predictable things. It's not just microwave energy here. Chemical catalysts are being deployed. Streamers, center point, square. These ain't round puffy clouds. These are for microwaves. And whether you believe in this or not, it can kill you anyhow. You could think a train is a pillow and you stand in front of it. You'll find out different. It's chem bomb that. The upside down crushed screaming creature. Geoengineering could do all sorts. See the chemtrail? Look at the shadow. You would have thought that might have been, it's a black chemtrail. No, it's not. You would have the sun shining a shadow on that. Many, many miles away from where this rope is. Yeah, it's taking the sunlight from the land. That'll be the same. That's not a black chemtrail. I can see a chem rope here, so it's caused a shadow. The shadow government lies to you like a Pinocchio. The shadow knows. Follow the chemtrails. Follow the chemtrail up the coast. We'll go over to Volcano Field. Rappahoe over here. Patooey in the air of a Rappahoe. But you'll see this bomb right here. Center cluster. Boom. Going out. Pow, 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 pow. Bada boom, bada boom, bada bing, bang, boom. Bill Gates logos in the sky. This is geoengineering above the haze. Over this beautiful, beautiful land. Something came along in a line and deployed here. Boom, 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 boom. It's not just a chemtrail. It's not all done with planes. Some are, some are not. That would be a plane. It would not. We go out to sea here and all these different colors of refracted light from the various levels of the atmosphere, having various chemicals that absorb certain wavelengths and only let certain be seen. There's a bomb cluster right there. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, ba boom, 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 plume. Barnyard Bernard. I miss my bird. What's that shadow there? That's just a border. It's not very clear. It's the strangest thing I've seen. Yeah, that's just their border not coming in clearly. Let's see what's streaming into the Westlands down here. Oh my. The creeping dead. That looked like something out of the Ten Commandments that came for the firstborn. The creeping death. Tendrils and tendrils and tendrils and tendrils of just have another bomb go off just to make more tendrils of God only knows what. That we all deserve an honest answer to what has been deployed in our skies by corporate philanthropists. They paid out of their pocket because they know they'll make it all back in their healthcare stock. Because your drippy nose is so wide over the counter. When the plain flu season happens, it's a big wide rope. That blocked a lot of sunlight from this ocean that life would have needed. That water itself might enjoy. Who knows? Anybody ever ask water how it's feeling today? Water is very symbiotic with us. We need to be more like water and give a shit about other things besides ourselves. If water didn't give a shit about you and left your body, you would be dust in the wind. These cam bombs leaving dust in the wind. Boom! Look at that, went off the coast here. Big old square. Have the board come to visit? I seriously doubt. But hey, we're not told some things that honestly we have to entertain wascally thoughts. And Wascally Wabdi over here definitely is a wascally wabbit as he looks at the house out here. It is not the house that Jack built. Ta! Boom, 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 boom. My God. Exit light as the chem bombs I have to fight. Take my hand and be a light welcome man. Boom, boom, boom. Do, do, do. And here they're making a traffic storm now, a tendril that's going to go across the Pacific and influence the Polynesian Islands. Right here. See this crap? See the microwaves off their coast? See Moloch? I see Moloch's work. Look like it pooed an island. Or is that a cuckoo? See the eyes, ears, crest. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Ooh, 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 ah, 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 ah. And it plotched an island. We're going to have Imaginarium all the time. Don't ever let them take your imagination away from you. And now we'll have a look at not so blue Hawaii, where they're giving it a chembram treatment, helping to dry. What in the hell coloration is that? A very strange purple colors to some of this chem here. So what is it refracting light-wise? What is its chemical? If that's the only color that gets through. They drove a big fucking F in the ocean over here. It's like, fuck you, Hawaii. Have it, have it, have it, have it. You have the poison hukalau. Ah, nah, Lord. See, conveniently left out of the thread today. There's volcanoes over here. Grow coffee, excellent weed. Hey, Straya, how you doing? USA was like, oh man, he's coming over. No, he goes back over to Australia. What do we got over here? Oh yeah, just the usual microwave crap, cloud brightening and bullshit kind of that they do with chemicals as well. But you know what's that there? Somebody laid a wrench down. Look at that shadow on the ground. That might be a relief on a hot day. But when you know it was done by man, this is always an interesting feature here. I got a lot of water in here right now, so it's filling up. See some green coming up. That's pretty to see. I'm going to have a good look at this. It's my coordinate. I want to look at that feature for my Imaginarium later. You guys want me to do an Imaginarium tour if I get bored this afternoon? Told you I got to watch my working, and I did a little tweak of a tendon. Look at this shit. Just absolute chemtrail crap. Totally fucking up our environment. Streamering right off like that. See the editing that did on the feed now? Starting to blur out. Boom. The grand finale. Wonder what kind of music they play. It'd be circus music, because they think you're all idiots in a crowd like Barnum. See, they've edited out the feed now. That's probably all the glimpses that I'm going to get it at. Have they done it here yet? So I'll have to go let this see about that. Go United States this a little bit. I have to go back a day. Blink. The last full complete image that all of us are in. Hey, this is our Earth. We'll get out. Alright, it's loading. Loading. If it takes too long, I'm going to unload it. Yes, this is our last family picture. Aren't we pretty? Well, we could be a lot prettier if they didn't spray us all like bugs and if the gas chamber wasn't visiting us. Here's that this cyclone people were worried about. It's well pinned. They've shot a microwave right over the top of it. That storm won't live long. All this moisture will stay going, and the momentum of its turning will still happen, but it's a lot of its danger will evaporate. So I look over here after the Gaban. As I see is chemtrail. We look at Uganda and this over here, the Congo. This is where the gorillas in the mist. It was all filmed and all that. And I see this mist descending upon him now. Is not going to be very healthy for him. And those gorillas will be missed. And my mother's done a lot of volunteer work out in this forest over here. Yep, she has. Great example as far as that goes, for sure. We got here, boom! Yeah, chem bombs over Africa. I used to cover Africa a lot. There's a large following in South Africa. Zambia and Namibia. As we head towards South Africa's breadbasket. Look how dry it is. Little greens popped up here, but this area here has had overly amounts of rain as they move those Madagascar storms over into up and through here. The other Gaza. It's been a shitstorm for these poor folks. This island here is capped. It is about like the Philippines, non-stop. They just hold storms here. Convections up through here from work stuff in towards so the House of Saud can have the rain and fill their whatever cisterns like Dune, I think, sometimes. Yeah, as I go over here to Turkey and I see this terrible chemtrail line, and I know they've had some quakes. Absolute crime scene. I look out to sea. Seni seviyorum babam. Look at that. Absolute crime scene out here in the Black Sea. You show me smoke from a war descending over here. Show me it. You see war smoke? I know what fires look like. You know, if I see fires, they'll look like this, right? From fires. And so if there's a city burning from a war, it'll look like that. It will. He said, well, look, they war a long time. And I always remember, war sucks. You show me war. Come on. You're supposed to have a big attack things over here, Kiev. Where's your smoke? Where's your smoke, Kiev? Where are you? None. Need a fucking goddamn fucking bonfire even. I'm saying you're being lied to because they want your children dead. They want to sacrifice them into a war machine. Don't do it. Don't go along with it. And no, there's no war here. Show me it. Show me the war. Show me the smoke. I'll show you smoke. It's easy to see. You want to see what burning looks like? It looks like this. In Greenland, over here to Canada. But we can see their fires. We can see the effects of smoke. We can see what smoke looks like. A bomb city will do that. 9/11 put out a plume. Yep, that is one building area with 3 lies being told. It could be ice. Or Nelson. A lot of Nelsons in this world. Some of the Nelsons need to hear the full Nelson. See, that's a fire. Instantly, you see fire. It always goes up in the atmosphere. It always shows itself. It goes around the world and it refracts light different. And I'm just not seeing it in the Ukraine. I think not only are we being lied to, this is about as criminal as it gets. And Creepy Joe needs to be held accountable for this. So far, I see no person worth electing for President of the United States, and I will not knowingly ever vote for an evil. Giving my oneness, it's yay. Fuck that. Look at this crap in the sky that's going on. From chemtrail to chem bombs. You're getting away with murder, folks. It's just because it happens slow don't mean it ain't happening at all. You know, I go over here and look at Belgium. You can't see out. On the 12th. I go to today. The image isn't in yet. Yesterday was absolute shit-stained skies for us. It was a crime scene for England. Look at this over the English Channel. The whole sky looked like baloney. Look at this crap. These are chemtrails. These are chem bombs off the coast of England. South Atlantic Sea, looking out over here over the Thames estuary. It's absolute disgusting. This is disgusting. Look at these chemtrails here. Chemtrail, 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 chemtrail. But every flight in the world come across the top of England yesterday and drop a load on us? Chemtrail, 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 chemtrail. Editing out of something that is going on here because it's not wanted for us to see it by the Nazis that do not want you to see things. Well, we must see, we must say. We must show, we must stay honest, we must keep our integrity when we confront these chem bombs that are absolutely killing every life on my planet and defoliating it, fumigating it. You can't terraform Earth. You would turn it into another, Nibiru forming it. Because look at those fucking chemtrails over here off the coast of Ireland. It's Ireland here. Beautiful Donegal and all that. And the wee folk being poisoned in the fairy woods. What a fucking shame seeing this over people that I love. I fought activism with, that I marched with, and I plan to do it again. Let me know when the national protest is. I'm coming over again. I'll go from the north end this time. Meet you at McConnell Bridge. Anybody want to come with me? We got a wrap. This is terrible. Look what they've done in Ireland. It's bad enough the English have been trying to kill and choke out the free republics of Ireland, as if the whole island should be its own. And you're going to allow this policy to go on over the tops of these folks? You guys are being attacked, Belfast. You've been way too fastly attacked. And it's just dumbed down stuff. It takes all your energy away so you can't fight. Infectize the air with all sorts of toxins in it and cancerites and things that you wouldn't want to fucking drink in your water or falling out in your water. Stuff that is too small for filtration systems to remove. Nanotech. Very small stuff. I seen the pictures that Coley posted of freaking Liverpool area looking out as a freaking crime scene. Red Preston, I seen yours. It was an absolute crime scene. Shit-stained skies, that air things died. Look at the poison. Did you see my video from this morning? Absolute shit stain. What a fucking shame. Alright, back to your forecast. What's coming later this week is not pleasant to have to show you, but I'm going to do a quick hop through. Australia, enjoy the sunshine. This one's for you folks. You'll have to watch the move. And I'm worried about this one. This is a big if. Which side of the island does it go is very important. And it will affect the weather. So I'm going to jump through this now as we head in towards that. I believe it was Friday again. They just love your weekends, don't they? That's right. You're going to have another just soggy. Volatile. Things aren't drying out. The mold problems. Black mold and white mold. White mold's worse, by the way. And the toxic gases they give off, the mushrooms growing all over the place, so you'll have some good eats going on. And some good trips. And there's your next batch. It's coming right in this, and it's going to be a winter batch. Absolutely is. And so you're looking probably Sunday, Monday. Imagine new snows will start showing up. That's a big batch. And it's me in this. My God, when they stop fucking with New Zealand, please, that would be great. Pressure wise, you have very white high. It should end up pulling a lot of moisture up and cold into a pocket here out in the middle of the Tasman Sea. This is rotating in this direction, puts a drag on that as it's approaching that island. It's going to do a spit. Has to do a spit. So expect a little bit of a spinner to form there. I don't expect it to be very fast because this is really a low pressure here. And so it's going to be driving a lot towards itself as high pressure flows toward low. Even this one here at the 63 is going to rush toward that one. So it's going to be a pretty strong bubble up between the two, sucking tropical air up, getting in that conveyor here and shoving it into Victoria, which is going to trigger showers, and wetness is coming into probably about 13 days from now along this coastline right here, just from reading that pressure. A spinner's going to form up here. It's in the middle of a process right on that particular day of doing a spit where a little bubble of low pressure isolates itself from the main high and then is free to react independently of the rest of the flows of that moisture, basically becoming a different system. It's kind of what you can expect there. Old Zealand. New Zealand gets the same old ball and chain. And here's your new snows. Yeah, it's going to be creeping cold. It will. So that puts cold pockets of air down on the land. Isn't that pretty? What kind of view we get? What kind of view we get? People be like, that's my boat. Oh, it looks like artwork. Figures. You even got people out at the shore using their phones in the artwork. It looks like a place people used to walk down. Okay, what a beautiful scenery, eh? Flow split. Just tugging that way. Shoved. See the flat end? EMF pull. Push it along, push it along. Somebody's got a fire ready to go. Go enjoy yourselves. Spread yourself. Do. Know what that is. You spread yourself. Square edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a cloud behind a cloud behind a cloud. Und behind a cloud. Behind a Klaus. Klaus, not too good. And now for your rate accumulations, which you guys are probably already know about. Hey, Tazzy, you're fucked. Right on your tens as they're working two big tendrils over the top of you, so just know it. And I've already showed you some of that's going to be snow. Vic, you're just starting to show the totals that you're going to get when they're moving the next batch over as they hit the corner. It's telling me they're going to bring a moisture up into the trough and some more snow into the high mountains to further the profits of the ski industry. And you're looking at some totals at 10 to 15 centimeters there on the 10s. Yeah, but this is the concern. Golly. Yeah, it's starting quick. Quick and heavy. Quick and heavy for that sticky outbit there. From nothings to something. So get ready to get in your arcs. You guys know what to do. Nelson, expect those totals to increase. I ain't believing it. Yeah, that's every bit of that. And not only that, all that rain that hits these volcanoes here, it's running. It's running into all these little creeks. Boy, is it quite a sight to fly over, I'll tell you that. Beautiful. There you go. Pop that pimple, they're not careful. Well, you know, to make an excuse for acid rain, a volcano's a great one. How you doing there, Rapahui? I'll be watching how much water's filling up in you, and it's not a good sight to see. Puts a lot of pressure in the center of the land there. Yeah, so be very, very, very prepared and very, very vigilant on the next fives as this comes over. A lot of that's going to be snow. And if they hit that with a warm rain, all that snow becomes runoff. No, that ain't snow. No, it ain't. It's all water. I'm surprised because of its elevation. Fuck. That means any snow up there is going to melt. And you're going to add to the runoff, so keep that in mind. I don't know what the snowpack is up here yet, but we're gonna have to keep that in mind. Any of those mountains that got snow on it that get warm rain on it, yeah, it's gonna be worse. And so that needs to be taken account in these totals. Your winds are going to be pretty high coming across the North Island over the next 36 hours to 42 hours. Pretty precisely along them. But your rain totals aren't scheduled to be that high on the threes. But it's a long event with more coming. God damn these geoengineers. I get so tired of having to tell you guys bad news. What the good news is you ain't having a drought. Look at Hamilton. It's a concern right here. Anything here is running this way. Water and wind hemming everything up in this direction. You guys are fucked. And the tens, that's a lot of totals. When's it hit? Most of that'll hit the second batch that they're sending over from us. What's our peak? What does the number game say? Yeah, the first batch is more fuckery. Expect that total to rise. Like I said, that tendril that's over here is common. It's dipping down. It's getting all that good cold into it that sustains storms. What a shame. Well, let's see what kind of glitches we got going on here today. We got any radar? Radar? Attention all personnel. The call is on. That is all. Would you get a nice clear image, eh? Oh boy, isn't that fun. Let me see if I close a few things. It'll work better. Man, here we go. We get radar, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't move images along very well, 22, 25 minutes, and then you get a little click. Your radar blows. It does, man. We get some radar going on here, for Christ's sake. If somebody could give you a forecast. A pukey hole. Ain't not looking too good. The old pukey hole. I'm triggering people with names I know. Behotch lands. That's Behotch lands and land. Your letter is quite vomitational right now, isn't it? Demby, bombed. You did. You get bombed. I showed that earlier. We're over Yaz when I see Mount Gambier. You get bombed so bad that even the bomb makers are getting jealous. Can I sell some more to New Zealand? How many of them did Argon order on the way out the door? Look at that bomb right there. It is so obvious. The hooker. The slag. And all their excuses are giving them swag. What a fucking shame. My God, this is a crime scene. Some heavy batches are starting to come in. But that microwave holding a lot up. That I showed you on that big mimic beam. Now your radar blows. I'm going to Australia. I know we get some action down here along the coast that needs that looking at, especially this cell here that I've been watching, tracking a bit north. Okay, so everything's just held off in a line above you. Are you fraying, people? Bzzz. Oh, they got a big fry daddy there. They got a Tesla death ray. They do. I'll show it to you. I'll show you what you got there. Big fried Eddie. Look at that bastard. Bzzz, part of your Jordan network, man. That's a Tesla death ray with the two lines. It is. It's the exact blueprint, nearly. Tesla's death ray. Ray. They put rate. Oh, it's fucking with me. Great, fuck you. Tesla's death ray. We get a good image of the blueprint of it. There's many devices that have been designed. You look like some of your electroculture stuff. You better watch it using these things. You're playing with Tesla tech. Right here. Slight different design that they use. Yeah, but it's Jordan Network Tesla death ray. Banks of stuff. All the goodies are in here. a little bit weeded out there. You don't know what's buried under the ground. That's important to know. But there's your death ray. Is that an X-ray here too? Mighty big shadow made by. Is there a mast over here somewhere? Anyways, that's probably. Oh yeah, there'll be a mast there too. Yeah, that's your death ray. They've added something. It's in addition. Hang on a minute. When did that go in? I tried with dates on things sometimes. I'm just noticing that. Probably a mast there with a tower on it. 2014. So I'll go through different dates to see the same images. I find that quite interesting. Could that be the emitter? Could that be that? The control box. History. Tesla's death ray in Australia can affect the weather. And I'm kind of seeing evidence of where the way the flow is going right now, that it's shooting off coast. There's some bad cells that are going to be coming here toward Kiskak. But I told you that earlier over here near Broke. Yeah, we've been watching them. Up north, you should enjoy some really nice days, nice festivals, nice music. Beautiful time to get in touch with the big mother of them all, Mother Nature, versus Big Brother Mother. Smothered. Yeah, some just cells going to Chris at Tasmania now. Nothing very electrical. But the backside of this coming to Chris is going to be quite electrical. And so, with that said, and with that big love, be you, be free, be oneness.